The European Space Agency has released an interesting photograph that was taken over the nation of Chad. It was taken on board the International Space Station by British astronaut Tim Peake. It's known as the Arunga crater. It's over 12.5 kilometers or 7.7 miles in diameter, and it's thought to be over 340 million years old. Scientists who have studied the formation have said it's likely buried into the Earth, and this is why we can see the large ring-like patterns. The crater is also located close to two other circular formations. These were picked up by the Circe radar. What's interesting about these other formations is that it could mean Arunga was part of an asteroid chain. Although the image and asteroid behind it are interesting, it's a reminder that these giant space rocks do collide with our planet. When we think of NASA, many of us will think of moon landings and other space missions. However, one very important thing they do is scan our skies for asteroids. Thousands of these asteroids can be found all across our solar system. The majority of them can be found in the main asteroid belt, which is located between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. According to NASA, there are more than 25,000 asteroids near us of 140 meters in size at a minimum. One of the biggest asteroids to collide with our planet happened 65 million years ago. Scientists say that a colossal asteroid hit our Earth, causing the KT event, and eventual die-off of the dinosaurs. When this giant space rock hit, it caused a massive chain of events to unfold. This event would have caused climate and geological changes that interrupted the dinosaurs' food supply. In North America, a towering tsunami buried plants and animals under thick piles of rubble. Lofty debris darkened skies around the world, and the planet chilled and stayed that way for years. Within a short amount of time, over 70% of life on Earth perished. One object that NASA is keeping an eye on is that of 4 Vesta. It's been said that it's one of the largest objects in the asteroid belt, and it has a diameter of over 520 kilometers or 322 miles. This means that it's over 50 times larger than the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. It was announced that back in 2018, we had more than 91 near-miss hits of different asteroids of all sizes passing by our fragile blue planet. What's worrying about this is that of the 91 asteroids that passed us by, only 30 of these asteroids were seen coming prior to their passing, and only 2 of those were discovered 1 year ahead of the near-miss event. As of right now though, NASA are constantly scanning our skies to try and spot these objects as quickly as possible. The super blood wolf moon was recently seen by many all over the world. People were making sure they witnessed the event as it was the last total lunar eclipse until May 2021. During the event, the moon could be seen glowing red, while also appearing to be closer to Earth than normal. The event was initially visible from North and South America, as well as many areas across Western Europe. In the UK we did have quite a few clouds stopping us from viewing the moon, but some people did manage to snap some photographs. This type of eclipse occurs when the Earth passes precisely between the Sun and the Moon. In this situation, the Sun is behind the Earth, and the Moon then moves into the Earth's shadow. The eclipse began on Monday and many people across the world were able to take some incredible photographs. However, there were some people that came forward and said they spotted something strange. Sky watchers came forward and said they saw what appeared to be a flying object near the Moon. Already, UFO enthusiasts have stated what people witnessed was a UFO flying close to the Moon. People have said they could see a flash of light coming from the Moon, and this was even picked up in some photographs. Theorists then began to suggest this could have been the first major UFO sighting of the year. One person said the following about the event: "I was sitting out in my garden watching the moon when I saw something that caught my eye. I was looking through my telescope at the time and I saw what appeared to be a flash. At first I thought it was nothing and didn't think much of it. Around 5 minutes later my friend called me and asked if I was watching the moon. I told him I was and he asked whether I'd just seen the bright flash. I was quite excited that someone else had seen it too, and we discussed possibilities about what it could have been. We came to the conclusion that it was most likely a meteorite impact. It made the night even more interesting because not only did I see the blood moon, but I also witnessed a meteorite hitting the moon. Although some have come forward on social media and have said they think it's a UFO, astronomers have stated that it was most definitely a meteorite impact. The same thing happened a few years back and was even captured on film. The Milky Way galaxy has between 100 billion and 2 trillion planets, and it wouldn't be far-fetched to say that even a few of these could have life on them. Modern humans believe that we are the only advanced civilization that lived on this planet, but what if that's not true? Recently, a thought-provoking paper was released, which takes a look at other advanced species which could have lived. Scientists at NASA's Goddard Institute for Space Studies and the University of Rochester take a critical look at whether other advanced species ever existed. Adam Frank, a professor of physics and astronomy at Rochester, said the following: "Do we really know if we were the first advanced species on Earth? We've had an industrial society for only around 300 years, but there's been complex life on land for nearly 400 million years. Since it's believed that our planet has had life on it for hundreds of millions of years, who's to say we aren't the first advanced species? It's said that if humans went extinct today, it could take millions of years for another species to come along, meaning it would be hard to find evidence of previous civilizations. Some people point at artifacts that were left behind as proof. Pumapunku is one of those locations. A huge number of megalithic stones have been found here, and it's become known as one of the most impressive sites found on our planet. The stones with incredibly precise cuts have been a huge mystery for a long time. Some have suggested that an advanced civilization built these structures. In the construction process of this massive site, the stones were cut so precisely that they all fit together. Some of these giant stones are stacked together without any use of mortar at all. Located at an altitude of nearly 5,000 meters, Pumapunku is actually located above the natural tree line, and it makes it hard to understand how these ancient people transported all of these stones. The age of this ancient site still remains a mystery. It's believed to date to around 536 AD, but many scientists actually claim that it's much older than that, maybe even older than Inca. Experts have suggested the site was abandoned before it was completed. Theories suggest the Pumapunku complex, together with surrounding temples, functioned as a ritual and spiritual center for the Tiwanaku. According to the legends of Pumapunku, their elderly claim that the first people of Pumapunku were not ordinary humans. They say these were humans with supernatural powers. They believe these powers helped them carry these megalithic stones through the air, using sound vibrations. The largest stone block that's been found at Pumapunku is over 7 meters long, and over 5 meters wide. It's estimated it weighs around 131 metric tons. So do you guys think that advanced civilizations may have existed before modern humans? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. On the 26th of December 2018, scientists announced they had managed to reach a subglacial lake which was under Antarctica. Incredibly, this lake was over 3,000 feet below the surface of the ice. The Subglacial Antarctic Lake Scientific Access said the following: "It's taken almost 2 whole days of drilling to reach the subglacial lake. We had a huge team with us, and it wouldn't have been possible without them." The team of researchers included over 40 scientists, drillers and various other staff members. Incredibly, the researchers were able to see a glimpse of the giant subglacial body of water. It's been estimated it's twice the size of Manhattan. The researchers are currently studying the lake, and hope to understand its depth, temperatures and what kind of life is down there. Due to it being a remote place, some have come forward and said there could be creatures down there unknown to science. They've planned to place a remote-controlled robot down there to help capture some footage. This will help the scientists to better understand what they're dealing with. One of the chief scientists said they were unsure of what to expect, as it's such a new discovery and they're still learning. Although this sounds like an easy task, it's not just a matter of digging a hole. There's specific steps that need to happen for this to work. For example, the scientists needed to test the water was clean. After doing this, it turned out the water was as clean as filtered water can get. One of the scientists on the mission said the following: "It's exciting that we are sampling the deepest standing water body humans have ever accessed beneath Antarctica. This is a slow process though, and it will take a few years to collect and process the data. Interestingly, it's been said this might not be the only subglacial lake in the area. Researchers have come forward and said there could be around 400 lakes hiding beneath Antarctica's ice sheets. It's anyone's guess about what could be hiding down there. This discovery has reminded many of the mysterious organism 46b. Russian scientists were in Antarctica and they'd been left baffled when they came across a creature they couldn't explain. The creature is said to be extremely hostile due to the fact it paralyzes its prey. The scientists said the creature is similar to a big octopus and it has 14 arms. They eventually was able to restrain it, but Russian officials then seized the creature. Although these claims are incredible, there's little evidence to back them up. Over the years, many people have seen UFOs. Thousands of UFO sightings are reported every year, and most of them remain unexplained. They come in all shapes and sizes, but the most commonly seen are triangular, sphere and cigar. However, with that in mind, it's important to remember that UFO does stand for unidentified flying object, and doesn't mean that what people are seeing is alien in nature. It's simply a craft that can't be explained at that moment in time. Regardless, there are many people who don't believe in the UFO phenomena. They state that what people are most likely seeing is a natural phenomenon. For example, some people confuse lenticular clouds for UFOs. These clouds are a distinctive cloud formation, and over the years they've been regularly confused for UFOs. This is mainly due to their smooth, round or oval shaped structure. The clouds are not uncommon, but are most regularly found in mountainous areas and can appear singular or stacked like pancakes. Recently, in the northwest of Australia, some footage has been confusing many people. The footage in question comes from a CCTV camera, and it was soon released to the public. It was posted by a local police station who said the following: "After reviewing CCTV at Town Beach of last night's storm, it appears we're not alone. The object appears to be ring-shaped, and could be seen moving through the sky during the thunderstorm. What's interesting is that a lightning strike briefly makes the object more visible." Some people said the following about the object: "Although I didn't see this specific object, I have seen something similar. This happened when I was on holiday in England. There was a light storm, but me and my family could see a dark object in the clouds. At first my wife thought it was a passenger plane, but we soon realised the object wasn't moving, it was stationary. This craft was a dark black colour and triangular in shape. We watched it as it sat in the clouds and made no noise. After being there for around 5 minutes, it quickly disappeared into the dark sky. I've been watching the sky for many years now, and it's by far the strangest thing I've seen. Others have suggested that it's nothing more than an optical illusion created by the storm. Others have also suggested that because the object was picked up by a dashcam, it could have been caused by the police headlights." Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.